What I'm going to do is make this no bake, no cook pizza sauce. This stuff is the bomb. And it is so good and so easy. You will make this, I don't know, every time you make a pizza. This is just my favorite recipe. And it's just easy and simple. So here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a can of peeled tomatoes. San Marzanos are really good, but I would recommend getting the highest quality ones you can. Organic ones are the best, and they're only about $2.50 for a can for organic. This one was like $2 at the grocery store. It wasn't too bad, and these ones are really good. But you want to look at the ingredients, you know. Obviously, San Marzano, whole peeled tomatoes, puree. This one has a basil leaf in it. And, yeah, this is really good stuff here from Italy. And so you want to put this stuff on your pizza later on. But we'll need a pot. You'll need some sugar. You'll need some salt, of course. Some basil. And some garlic. Now, basil, you're only going to need about 5 basil leaves, pinch of sugar, pinch of salt, 2 cloves of garlic. You could use garlic powder. I would use about a tablespoon of garlic powder if you don't have fresh garlic. And then 1 can of peeled tomatoes. Now I'm going to show you how to put it all together. Okay, we want to open up our pizza sauce. Tomato can, I'm sorry. We are making the pizza sauce. It's gonna be good. Sorry for my random outbursts. Yeah, there it goes. A lot of pizza sauce that we're making. So as you can see, the beautiful color, these Italian San Marzano tomatoes. They're gonna be so delicious and so fresh. Let's go ahead and toss the can in the garbage. Okay. You don't need to cut up your basil leaves, but let's go ahead and put, oh, that's giant basil leaves. 3, 4. You don't need to cut them up. Just simply take them in your hand. Okay. Let's go ahead and rub them. Get some oils out. Rip them apart. Boom. Now that is a tasty basil. Now, I'm going to take our garlic. Don't be scared, garlic. I'm just going to chop you a little bit. And we're going to chop up the garlic. Doesn't have to be perfectly chopped. This is more going to serve as like a marinade here. Like I said, you don't have to chop it really good. It's just going to go in there. It's going to just give it a little bit of flavor here. Alright. So let's go ahead and in our pinch of salt here. Okay. Might as well use all of it. And then the sugar. The sugar helps give the canned tomatoes a fresh taste. Just a small pinch. You don't need a lot of sugar. That's probably all I need right there. Okay. Now here's the crucial part of all this whole deal. We need to hand crush these. Now obviously I'm not going to put my hand in the tomatoes and crush them. What I'm going to do is get my masher. Sorry if I stepped away from a second. But what I'm going to do is get my masher. You can use your potato masher or whatever else you got that can mash these, but you need to squish these and squish these ingredients down. So ready, go. Squish, squish. You're not pureeing these. Don't use a blender. hand crushed this, okay? The reason being is that the seeds in the tomatoes, if you grind them up, they could make your sauce bitter, and we don't want a bitter sauce. Now what I'm going to add is an option. So you got this chunky sauce here. So as an option, what I like to do is I like to finish it with a little bit of olive oil. This is totally optional. You don't have to do it. Just maybe a teaspoon there. Okay. Mix it all together. Voila! And that is your pizza sauce. You need to let it sit in this pan for an hour. Don't put it in the fridge. Don't cook it. Just leave it out. The lid on. And leave it out for at least an hour to let these flavors marinate. Now, if you're making this pizza the night before, like if you want to make these ingredients the night before, and make this pizza sauce the night before, yes, go ahead and put a lid on it, put it in the fridge, let these flavors marinate overnight. I found that the best way to do this is to just make this sauce about an hour before you cook your pizza. But if you want to make it a couple hours before, just make sure you let it sit out to get to room temperature for at least an hour. And it's going to be the best. Now when you're putting it on your pizza, obviously there's a lot of liquid. So what you want to do is get something like this. Kaboom, right? You want to scoop it up, and you're going to want to put that on your pizza. Okay? So you're not putting just water on your pizza. Now, obviously this makes a lot. This makes a lot of marinara pizza sauce. And what you can do with this is what my favorite thing to do is after you're done with the sauce, what you do is you put the lid on it and you save it for the next day, put it in your fridge, and then the next day what you do is you cook some chicken, and then after the chicken is mostly cooked, we use boneless, skinless chicken breast. You put that into this pan and with the leftover sauce, and you just let that cook for about an hour and a half on super low, just to where it's just bubbling, and you will have the best chicken and tomato sauce you ever had. It was just, oh, it's the bomb. But anyways, so that's the pizza sauce recipe. You will thoroughly enjoy it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Go ahead and like, subscribe, all that good stuff that people on YouTube tell you to do. And let's enjoy us some nice pizza. Thank you.